fight it. It is not a death sentence. I am not here to scare you. I am here to make you aware of yourself. Hello friends, this is Dr. Vinita Yadav and welcome to Health and Fitness with Dr. Vinita. Friends, today let's talk about a disease of serious concern in women nowadays, and that is breast cancer. So breast cancer is a disease in which cells in the breast tissue change and divide uncontrolled, typically resulting in formation of a lump or a mass. So why does it happen? It occurs as a result of mutations or abnormal changes in the genes responsible for regulating the growth of the cells and keeping them healthy. So breast cancer can develop from milk producing glands called lobules, and we call it a lobular carcinoma, or it can develop from the ducts that carry milk from the lobules to the nipple, and we call it a ductal carcinoma, and ductal carcinoma is more common. So cancer then spreads to the underarm lymph nodes, and from here it can spread to the rest of the body. Let's have a look on the statistics. It is the most common cancer affecting women world over. Approximately 2.3 million new cases are diagnosed every year. It is responsible for 14% of all cancer deaths annually. 1 in 10 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. So you will be surprised to know that men also can have a breast cancer, but it is very rare. Approximately 1 man will be diagnosed with breast cancer with 136 female patients. Risk factors of breast cancer can be divided into uncontrollable factors which we cannot control and controllable factors which we can control. The uncontrollable risk factors are being woman in itself increases the risk of breast cancer. As the age advances, the risk of breast cancer also increases. Positive family history. If one or more blood relatives like mother, sister or daughter have breast cancer or ovarian cancer, then the risk of breast cancer increases. Genetic predisposition, for example, mutations in BRCA1 or BRCA2 genes increase the risk of breast cancer. Early menarche means onset of menses before 12 years of age, and late menopause means menopause after 55 years of age also increase the risk of breast cancer. Previous history of radiation to chest wall, especially when the breasts are developing, also increase the risk of breast cancer. So now we come to controllable risk factors. Controllable risk factors are obesity, poor dietary habits like increased consumption of fatty food, first live birth at the age of more than 30 years or not having children, not breastfeeding the baby, excessive alcohol intake, smoking, postmenopausal hormone replacement therapy for prolonged period of time also increase the risk of breast cancer. Screening is a method to detect breast cancer in early stages. Success of treatment depends on the stage at which a woman reports for treatment. If detected in early stages, the treatment will be less complicated and chances of survival of the patient will be good. Helps conserve the breast if detected in early stages. So friends, screening for breast cancer is very important. So now we come to the techniques of breast cancer screening. So there are 3 techniques for breast cancer screening. 1, breast self-examination, 2nd, clinical breast examination, and 3rd, mammography and ultrasound scan of the breast. In women of 20 to 40 years of age, breast self-examination should be done every month and clinical breast examination every 3 years. In women after 40 years of age, breast self-examination should be done every month, annual clinical breast examination and annual mammography. Women with more than 25% risk of breast cancer should have all of the above plus MRI after 35 years of age. So friends, a breast self-examination is a checkup a woman does at home. It should be started at the age of 20 years and monthly thereafter. The best time to do a self-breast examination is about 3 to 5 days after your period start, as the breasts are not tender or lumpy at this time. Menopausal women should do it on the same day every month, and pregnant women should also do self-breast examination on the same day every month. So friends, now I will tell you how to do a breast self-examination. For this, find a private place. Examine your breast by standing in front of the mirror with your arms down, up and on your hips. Place your left hand behind your head. With the fingers of your right hand, gently yet firmly press down using small circular motions to examine the entire left breast. Feel your armpit. Also palpate in lying down position. Gently squeeze the nipple, checking for discharge, and repeat the process on the right breast. So in the self-breast examination, we have to see some danger signs. So the danger signs are a painless lump in the breast or in the armpit, any thickening in the breast, changes in the breast size and shape, nipple retraction means nipple is pulled inward, or discharge from the nipples, especially blood stain discharge. Changes in skin texture such as dimpling, puckering, scaling, rash or skin that looks like an orange peel. Accentuated veins visible on the breast. Breast pain, though uncommon, may also be a symptom of breast cancer. If you notice any of these signs during your self-breast examination, you should immediately consult your gynecologist. So now we come to clinical breast examination. It is performed by a trained doctor. It is an OPD procedure, takes only 10 to 15 minutes. Doctor may or may not ask for scans after the clinical examination if the need arises. So mammogram is a type of X-ray of the breast. It helps detect cancers that are not palpable. It should be started at the age of 40 years and done every year thereafter. If the age of the woman is less than 40 years and a scanning of the breast is required, then ultrasound is preferred. Friends, you must have heard about BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes. So testing for BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes mutations should be proposed to women who have a personal history of breast or ovarian cancer diagnosed before 45 years of age or strong family history of breast or ovarian cancer. So let's have a look on the symptoms of the breast cancer. So painless lump or swelling in the breast is the most common symptom. Swelling in the armpit, ill-defined thickening, puckering or swelling of the skin or skin that appears like an orange peel. Nipple retraction means nipple is pulled inward. Nipple discharge, especially blood stain discharge. Ulcer on the breast which does not heal with the medicines, and breast pain, though uncommon, may also be a symptom of breast cancer. So friends, if you ever notice any of these symptoms, you should immediately visit your gynecologist and get yourself checked up. Treatment options for breast cancer are surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, hormonal therapy, and biological therapy, also known as targeted therapy. Doctors decide the treatment strategy according to the stage of the disease. Let's have a look on the survival of women with breast cancer according to stage at 10 years. Stage 1 patients have 90% survival, stage 2 have 70% survival, stage 3 have 30% survival, and stage 4 patients have less than 10% survival. So you can see that the survival of the patient depends on the stage at which the disease is detected. If the disease is detected early, the survival rate is good. No, breast cancer cannot be prevented completely, but the risk of developing breast cancer can be reduced by having first child before 30 years of age and breastfeeding the child for more than 2 years. Reduce weight if you are overweight. Regular physical exercise for 40 minutes, at least 5 days a week. Low fat diet. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables which contain a lot of antioxidants. Avoid alcohol. Avoid smoking. There should be a judicious use of hormone replacement therapy in postmenopausal women. So friends, breast cancer is a potentially curable cancer when detected in early stages. Regular breast screening helps in early detection. Early stage disease requires less complicated and cheaper forms of therapy and helps in preserving the breast. October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Friends, in this video, I told you about the symptoms of breast cancer screening program, and how to reduce the risk of breast cancer. If you find this information useful, please like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel Health and Fitness with Dr. Vinita. If you have any queries, don't forget to write in the comment box. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you soon.